With the 6.44-inch display, the Mi Max is much larger than what many would consider normal, and it definitely suggests that Xiaomi took the expression "go big, or go home" quite literally. Interestingly, Xiaomi is positioning the Mi Max as an affordable mid-range device, one that won't necessarily compete with Leica's phablet, but promises to still offer a great phablet experience. So how well does the Mi Max deliver on that promise? Let us find out with our written review of the Xiaomi Mi Max. If I had to choose one word to describe the Mi Max's design, it would definitely be typical. While there is nothing particularly exciting about the design here, I appreciate the Mi Max's aluminum construction as it provides a premium look and feel. There is also a few design aspects which make the Mi Max less difficult to hold, such as its side tapers on the rear and the perfectly positioned power button and fingerprint reader. While there are plastic caps on the top and bottom of the Mi Max, which presumably house necessary antennas, these caps are fairly continuous with the rest of the design, in both color and feel. With that said, they may be to blame for notable creaking noises while holding the phone, and it is very likely that they do not help with the phone's weak structure. Our Xiaomi Mi Max bends with merely a bit of pressure, an attribute which is remarkably disconcerting. After reviewing many Xiaomi smartphones with excellent build quality over the past few years, I found the Mi Max's poor build quality to be shocking. Whether this will be an issue for you will depend primarily on how you use the phone, and it is difficult to deny that this is a very considerable flaw with the device. The extra-large 6.44-inch 1080p display on the Xiaomi Mi Max places this phone well into phablet territory. When I first started using the Mi Max, I had mostly mixed feelings. On the one hand, I immediately enjoyed the extra screen real estate for videos, but on the other, I worried how feasible it would be to use the Mi Max day-to-day. While it is possible to sometimes use the Mi Max with a single hand, it can get very uncomfortable very quickly. Once you are subconsciously accustomed to the Mi Max's size, however, it seems much more normal in the hand. Still, its size does tend to make it slide out of many non-jean pockets, which is definitely annoying. Whether the extra-large size is the best fit for you will depend both on your usage and your willingness to change how you interact with your smartphone. For me, the transition to the Mi Max wasn't difficult, but I will still be returning to my slightly smaller Nexus 6P, for its practicality. The Xiaomi Mi Max is equipped with a very capable 16-megapixel rear camera with a dual LED flash. After taking a closer look at the sample images, it seems that the Mi Max's camera is one of the best we've seen at this price point. Images came out sharp and detailed with visually pleasing color reproduction and great dynamic range. The Mi Max's camera is far from perfect, however. Autofocus is remarkably slow and finicky, and, even when holding the device and subject still, the Mi Max would slightly misfocus more than what we normally expect. It also tended to oversharpen images, to the point of recognition in some images. Xiaomi has shipped the Mi Max with its own custom version of Android, MIUI 7. Although it is running on top of Android 6.0 Marshmallow, MIUI is a sharp departure from stock Android. And while I do generally enjoy using MIUI 7, I am looking forward to the production release of MIUI 8, which will bring a great number of UI changes and improvements. At the time of writing, Xiaomi had just begun automatically rolling out MIUI 8 for those on the beta release channel. Normal users can expect the update in the coming weeks. Since this phone is still shipping with MIUI 7, this part of the review will focus on the MIUI 7 software experience. MIUI has received a number of mixed reviews from Western media, with some criticizing it for being too similar to iOS, and with others praising it for the amount of polish and coherency it offers. The Qualcomm Snapdragon 652 processor strikes yet again in the Xiaomi Mi Max, and helps make the Mi Max performance comparable to phones with higher-end chips like the Snapdragon 808. MIUI, Xiaomi's custom software, runs very smoothly on the Mi Max, and the base model has 3 GB of RAM is generally enough for moderate to heavy multitasking. It is important to understand that there are different models available as well, although we do not imagine real-world performance differences between models to be significant. Battery life with the Mi Max was excellent in my testing, thanks to its very large 4850 mAh non-removable battery. Screen on time did vary considerably depending on my usage. Primarily, I noticed that it did significantly better on Wi-Fi than it did cellular data, but even my heaviest usage was not enough to kill the Mi Max in a single day. While it does support Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0, Xiaomi has failed to include a Quick Charge 3.0 charger in the box. This was more acceptable even with the more expensive Mi 5, as the charge times still weren't so bad even on Quick Charge 2.0. But with the Mi Max, the battery is much larger, and therefore takes about 4 hours to charge on Quick Charge 2.0. Basically, a Quick Charge 3.0 charger is necessary here, and it's a shame that Xiaomi is requiring users to purchase one separately. The Xiaomi Mi Max offers great call quality, and if you chose to use the device in an official market, you'll receive 4G LTE speeds. However, if you're in an unofficial market, like the United States, you'll be limited to HSPA plus speeds on both AT&T and T-Mobile. That's quite unfortunate, but it's worth noting that the Mi Max is an unlocked dual SIM device, and one of the SIM slots doubles as a micro SD card expansion slot, allowing you to expand the phone's storage up to 256 GB. The fingerprint reader on the back of the Mi Max is accurate and, in my experience, just a hair faster than the one found on the Nexus 6P. That's pretty good for the price, and many users will appreciate the added convenience when securing their phones.